Imagine being a horse so great that your story is told as a chapter in schools across India. Not a king, not a warrior, a horse, a creature of muscle and breath, remembered for how he moved, not on a racetrack, but through a battlefield, wounded and loyal, carrying the weight of a kingdom that refused to kneel. This is the story of Chetak, the war horse, and the man he carried, Maharana Pratap, the Rajput king of Mewar. Their bond was not written in words or sealed by treaties, it was forged in fire, battle after battle, until one leap across a river made it eternal. Mewar in the 16th century was surrounded by empires, and yet it chose not to become one. Maharana Pratap was born into royalty, but not into ease. He ruled a land carved by hills and held together by pride, a land that had seen invaders, alliances, and betrayals. But he chose a different path, the lonelier one. Across India, powerful Rajput kings were joining the Mughal court. They were given titles, offered marriages, welcomed into Delhi's grandeur. But Pratap stayed away. He rejected every envoy, he turned away every gift, and when Akbar himself sent word, the message came back: silence. He lived not in forts but in forests, not among ministers but among trees. He fed his family leaves when grain ran out, and when his daughter cried of hunger, he held her, not in shame but in quiet defiance. And then came Haldighati, June 1576, a narrow pass in the Aravalli hills. The Mughal forces outnumbered the Rajputs many times over. But Pratap did not retreat. By his side, as always, was Chetak. Chetak was more than a horse. He was trained for war, armored for charge, blinkered to stay focused. That day he was wounded early, a deep spear wound to the leg, but he kept running. Amid the chaos of sword and dust, Pratap was struck too, bleeding, disoriented, vulnerable, but not alone. Chetak, now galloping on three legs, carried him away from the battlefield. One last surge of strength, one river in the path, and then a leap. A single leap across the stream into safety. They made it. Maharana Pratap lived, but Chetak collapsed. His heart gave out. His purpose was completed. In that moment, a horse became a hero. The king who had lost the battle still had his pride, and from that loss he rose again.
मैंने बताया कि यहाँ पे घोड़े को जंप करवाना, तो यही वो जगह देख सकते हो, चेतक की समाधि। ये वो चेतक का स्मारक है जहाँ से चेतक ये सामने वाली पहाड़ी से कूद पड़ा था और यहाँ पे उसने अपने प्राण को छोड़ा था। तो प्राण को छोड़ने के बाद महाराणा प्रताप ने यही जगह पे उसका चेतक का स्मारक बना दिया और लोग यहीं पे इसको ऐतिहासिक तरीके से देखने के लिए आते हैं।
Bhamasha, his minister, offered his entire fortune, and Pratap once again rebuilt his army, not through empire but endurance. He reclaimed much of Mewar not with treaties but with time, sacrifice, and belief. Today, Chetak stands immortal in Udaipur, not in words but in stone, a statue that watches the land he once ran across. And in classrooms, children still draw him, leaping, armored, proud. Not because he won a war, but because he stood for something greater. Because this was not a tale of conquest, this was a tale of refusal. A refusal to kneel, a refusal to forget, a refusal to trade dignity for comfort. Many rulers ruled more land, few ruled more hearts, and many horses rode longer. None carried so much meaning. Chetak, Maharana, Mewar. One horse, one king, one legacy that runs even today. Their time has passed, but their choice remains: to stand, to run, to leap, even when wounded.